From the 1011 Now streaming studio, this is 1011's Morning Pulse.
Sponsored by Murray Roofing.
Good morning. This is Craig Allison with your Morning Pulse for Tuesday, June 17th. If you're watching our broadcast this morning, you may have noticed some technical difficulties. Right now, our engineers are hard at work getting that fixed up for our later broadcast, but we still have some headlines and news stories for you this morning on our Morning Pulse. Starting things off, new this morning, Nebraska Attorney General Mike Hilgers is joining more than 50 U.S. states and territories in agreeing to a $7.4 billion settlement with bankrupt drug maker Purdue Pharma. The agreement was reached Monday with the attorneys general of all 50 states, Washington, D.C., and 4 U.S. territories. Payment is intended to resolve thousands of lawsuits alleging Purdue Pharma's OxyContin created and fueled a nationwide opioid addiction crisis. Nebraska state and local governments will receive as much as $19.7 million over the next 15 years, with most of it being paid over the first 3 years. Your second story, also on the national side, a federal spending bill passed by the House and now in the Senate could put services for the Nebraska Public Media in jeopardy due to proposed budget cuts. This could affect more than 200 hours of live sports, from high school championships to Husker volleyball, as well as educational TV geared towards kids, either on the main channel or the dedicated 24/7 PBS Kids channel. The station is run in part by donations, but about $4 million comes from the federal government. It makes up about 16% of NPM's budget. Third story this morning, it has been a week since ICE raided a meatpacking plant in Omaha, detaining more than 70 people. Since then, 64 detainees were taken to the Lincoln County Detention Center, where the Lincoln County Sheriff says the facility just finished processing all of them. Sheriff Jerome Kramer described the jail as pretty full, adding the staff is very stressed and some have even quit. Sheriff Kramer said Lincoln County nonprofit Hope Esperanza helped with the bookings and lightened the load on that. Fourth story, the Nebraska Department of Correctional Services has finished receiving bids for the new state penitentiary in Lancaster County. This will sit just north of I-80 along 70th Street. Last year, state leaders broke ground on the penitentiary, which will hold about 1,500 beds in 3 separate compounds. After a 40-day bid evaluation, one will be chosen, and bid numbers will be released to the public. Wrapping things up with your final story, family-owned chocolate shop Baker's Candies officially opened the doors to a brand new candy outlet. Brand new expanded candy store in Greenwood, Nebraska, also known as Nebraska's Chocolate. Baker's Candies producing up to 2,500 pounds of chocolate a day. Last year alone, they churned out 40 million melt-aways, about 15 chocolates for every Nebraskan. With 30 million of their chocolates sold right here in Nebraska last year, the new space is a great step for this homegrown favorite. As your Morning Pulse for this Tuesday morning, we'll wrap things up with a look at your 7-day forecast. Rain chances sticking with us throughout the day.
You've been listening to 1011's Morning Pulse. Watch, listen, stream on the 1011 Now app, on YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Sponsored by Murray Roofing.